Let's investigate solving equations. This equation says that 9 is equal to 2 plus x. To solve this equation, I need to find the value of x to make this statement true. So I compare the left side, 9, to the right side, 2 plus x. And I ask myself, what do I add to 2 to get to 9? Well, since 2 plus 7 is 9, I think that's going to be the solution. Let's see. Yeah, 2 plus 7 is equal to 9, has the same value. So we can say that the solution to this equation is x equals 7. When you look at an equation like that and just figure out the value of x, you're solving that by inspection. So let's look at this one. 4 times x minus 1 equals 19. Well, first of all, we need to figure out what that really means. I read that as 1 less than 4 times some number has the same value as 19. So, when thinking about this, I want to ask myself, 4 times what gets me close to 19? Well, 4 times 5, I know that's 20. So I wonder if 4 times 5 minus 1, that's 20 minus 1, yeah, that's 19. So we can look at this and say that the solution to this equation is x equals 5. And that's solving by inspection, when you just look at it and you know the solution. Sometimes we look at equations and we can't figure out what the solution is by inspection. In that case, we need to do something else. Well, let's try and solve this one. 3 plus 3 times x equals 81. I just can't see what x is. So I need to think. Well, if x was really small, maybe 1, then 3 times 1 plus 3, that's nowhere near 81. What if I made it 10 instead? Well, 3 times 10, that's 30. I'm still not close. How about 100? 3 times, that's 300. Whoa, that's way too big. All right, I think it might be around 20. Let's try. So if x was 20, well, then I'd have 3 plus 3 times 20, and that's equal to 3 times 20, 63. All right, 63, that's not 81. It's lower. So if 63 is lower, I need to think x has to be bigger than 20. Let's try a bigger number. How about maybe 30? If x equals 30, now I've got 3 times 30. So 3 plus 3 times 30, that's going to be 3 times 30 is 93. Oh, now I'm too high. So it's got to be somewhere in between those, between 20 and 30. What about if we try, looks about in the middle. We'll try 25. Then we'd have 3 plus 3 times 25. Well, 3 times 25 is 75, plus that's 78. We're almost there. We're just a little bit too low. So let's think about this for a minute. When x increases by 1 here, it's actually increasing the value by 3 because I'm multiplying x by 3. I think I've got it. I think it's going to be 26. If x equals 26, then we'll have 3 plus 3 times 26, and that's equal to, well, 3 times 26, that was 78, and 3 more, that's 81. I think we've got it. So in this case, when we made x equal to 26, we got this side equal to that side. So we can see when we did all of this in systematic trial, we go through and we've got our answer. And we can see here, x equals 26 worked. We got 81 and it matched the 81. But it took us a little while longer to solve this equation because we couldn't find the value of x right away. We really had to think about the numbers we were testing. When we test values of x, we use the result to test a closer value, and we keep going through. That's why we call it systematic trial. Now, I'd like you to try a few on your own. Why don't you try those two? I'm guessing that one might be one you could do with inspection, but you might need to use systematic trial for that. Enjoy!